him in the water, being cast about like a piece of driftwood. With every surge of the rough waves, he was pulled farther and farther out to sea, away from the boat. Away from me. "John!" I cried. My voice was hoarse with emotion and from overuse. It seemed as if I'd been screaming his name for hours, but no one would come to our aid. It was just us and the storm and the seething sea. "Swim," I begged him. "Just swim to me." For a moment, it seemed as if he was going to make it. He was close enough to the side of the ship that I could see the single-minded determination in those gray eyes, mingled with the fear each of us was trying not to show the other. His strong, muscular arms rose from the ink-black water as he tried desperately to make his way back to the side of the ship. For every stroke he took forward, however, the angry waves pushed him another 2 strokes back. I looked around frantically for a rope, something, anything to throw to him, but there was none. So instead, I leaned out as far as I could, reaching down to him with one hand while gripping the railing with the other. "I can pull you up," I assured him. "Just take my hand." He shook his head, his dark hair slick with rain and seawater. "I don't want to take you with me." His voice was as deep and rough as the ocean. "I'd rather die than let you die." I'd rather die than let you die. This made no sense. John Hayden was death. He couldn't die. And every single one of his previous actions had indicated that he most certainly did want to take me with him to the underworld, over which he ruled. Why else had I spent so much time running from him? Persephone, the girl in the myth the ancient Greeks used to explain the seasons, hadn't run fast enough from Hades, the Greek god of death, so he was able to chase her down in his chariot when he came across her hanging out with some nymphs in a field one day and take her to the underworld to be his queen. Persephone was lucky. Her mother happened to be Demeter, the goddess of the harvest. Demeter went on strike, refusing to allow anything on earth to grow until her daughter was released. What fun is it being a god or goddess if all the humans are too busy starving to death to worship you? Hades was forced to let Persephone go, and after the longest winter imaginable, springtime finally blossomed across the land. In reality, spring doesn't come because of some girl being released from the underworld. It comes because of the earth moving into the astronomical vernal equinox. But I get it. People have always been desperate for stories that explain why bad things happen to good people, myths with happy endings to give them hope. They don't want to know that, when we die, what lies beyond may not be all harps and halos. No one wants to listen to someone like me, who comes back from the dead and says, "Hey, guess what? All that stuff they've been telling us is a load of bull." It's more comforting to trust the storytellers, to believe that fairy tales really do come true. Still, when John said that thing in my dream about how he'd rather die than let me die, even though I knew that could never be, I realized something. I wanted to believe in the fairy tales too. My subconscious, just like all the doctors had tried to reassure my mother, had worked out the resolution to a problem that had been bothering me for a long time. What I really wanted was to run towards John, not away from him. Only now that I'd finally realized it, he was about to drown. No